This is Stories of Hope. So will you say yes to him? I want to help you, Rosa. I want to help you. Let me help you. Let me help you. God, you're going to make me cry. Stop it. You're at your wit's end. I get it. I get it. It's overwhelming. I get it. We're here to help you, Rosa. We need to get your story out. Can we get your story?
Yeah. It's been a rough, I lost my husband. I became a widow in 2011. He had a construction accident, and my son didn't get to meet his dad because I was pregnant at the time. Been a single mom ever since. Try to raise my kids, as well as they, behave, do the right stuff, the right things and everything. I think 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I had my thyroidectomy, thyroid taken out, and then once again last year, January, I was told it came back. So I had to have surgery again, remove, my lymph nodes and everything, had to have radiation. That's why I had taken, this year to step away from work just to recover and to heal and everything, just because I felt like my body needed it. I needed it, to take some time, and the flood happened. So, it will all work out. It's just been one thing after the other, and it's hard. That Sunday, I can't just Saturday the water was perfectly fine. I wake up, getting ready to go to church, and all of a sudden you see how high the water is rising from me going to church to leaving church, how fast it was rising. Before I got home, I decided to go look at Stone Park and see how bad they were, and they had already been flooded. So I was like, okay, I told my son, I was like, you know what, we got to get prepared. Let's get a luggage just in case, getting the important stuff, like my husband's pictures, important papers, and just load them up in the truck just in case. I'm like, I've never seen it rise this fast. I've never seen it just all so fast. And then I started seeing how they were starting to close the I-29 interstate, and how they were going to say at 6 o'clock it's going to be shut. Right when around 6 o'clock came around, I could see from that cornfield, the water coming. And I even told my neighbor, because his porch sits up higher, and I was like, hey, how far is the water from us? And he was like, well, 1/4. So then I started packing my pets in my car and stuff, because my son was at the dunes, and I was like, I'm not leaving here without my, I got to go pick him up. There's no way I'm going to get stuck in this flood. Then I go back out in frantic mode, trying to find my keys and everything. I'm like, how far is the water? And he's like, halfway. I come back, take another check. By that time, the water sounds like a freaking roar, because it's already here. It's already by my neighbors' houses. You can see it coming in and stuff. By the time I'm in my car getting ready to leave, the water was coming in and through North Shore. So it was just a frantic, scary moment, because you could see all the neighbors, like, they didn't know what's going on. There were kids out here swimming. They were out in the streets and stuff. So it was very scary. It's something that I don't want to go through again. I wish they would have given us a heads up of safety, of how, just to give us a safety and tell us, hey, you guys got to be prepared, or measurements of the water's coming, get out, or be I don't know. I think the lack of telling us, and the lack of just not having us be prepared was just, it's not right. I was very proud of, calling it myself, hey, North Sioux, I'm part of North Sioux, and how great they are, and how, I was very proud. I love this community. I love the city. I love, the people and everything, and just the way that we have been treated, and not from the, like the city council, because the community has been awesome itself. We've had so many volunteers. Renee has been here and helping nonstop. We've had, volunteers, because of Renee, and she's been there since day one. I don't think we would have been okay if we didn't have Renee and her getting all the volunteers and the supplies and, bringing us food and everything. I think we would have fallen apart. And as soon as, I don't think we would have been, I know I would have not been okay.
Told you I got you.
Thank you so much. I can't thank
As I'm
you.
looking at corn cobs and corn stalks.
Will
Will they ever end?
Exactly. And we have a moment. We have a moment where we laugh, and
We laugh, we cry,
we
we yell, we scream,
exactly.
we rage,
Exactly.
and then we come back down again. It's all the emotions all the time.